In 73 AD, on a remote mountain fortress in the Judean desert, nearly 1,000 Jewish rebels made their final stand against the mighty Roman Empire. Surrounded by enemy forces and facing certain defeat, they made a choice that would echo throughout history. This is the Siege of Masada, a story of bravery, defiance, and sacrifice. After the destruction of Jerusalem and the Second Temple in 70 AD, the Roman Empire set its sights on the last pockets of Jewish resistance. Among them was Masada, a nearly impenetrable fortress perched on a plateau 1,300 feet above the desert. Originally built by King Herod, Masada was now the refuge of 967 Jewish zealots led by Eleazar ben Yair, who refused to submit to Roman rule. The Romans, led by the governor Flavius Silva, marched their forces, estimated at around 15,000 soldiers, to Masada. They knew the fortress's high walls and difficult terrain made a direct assault almost impossible. Instead, they chose to lay siege to the mountain, hoping to starve the rebels into submission. The Romans, ever patient and methodical, began constructing a massive ramp on the western side of the plateau, using thousands of Jewish slaves to build it. The zealots inside Masada watched as the Roman ramp grew larger by the day, knowing their time was running out. The Roman battering ram, once completed, would breach their walls and there would be no escape. After months of work, the ramp was finished and the Romans prepared for their final assault. But when the soldiers finally stormed the fortress, they weren't met with resistance. Instead, they were met with silence. Rather than be captured and enslaved, the zealots at Masada chose a different fate. According to Josephus, the ancient historian who recorded these events, Eleazar ben Yair rallied his people with a powerful speech. They would not be taken alive. The men of Masada killed their families and then each other, until only one man was left to take his own life. When the Romans entered the fortress, they found 960 bodies. The entire community had perished. The Siege of Masada has since become a symbol of Jewish resistance and the fight for freedom against oppression. Today, Masada remains a powerful reminder of the lengths people will go to defend their beliefs, even in the face of impossible odds.